Welcome to Awake and Activate. Animals in our dreams. What this means to you and your life. After working 6 hours on my classes and course studies, I decided to take a break. Then I ended up talking to a friend, and while talking to this friend, I had questions. And through the questions and through our conversation, I was reminded of a very gifted lady who did a very special, kind gift to me well over a year ago. It has to be a year and a half, almost 2 years by now. And this woman is very, very gifted and very, very talented. But as the conversation progressed, doubts and things like that come up in our mind. And also, some of the things that I discussed with her, I had some concerns. And, it was just a natural progression. But actually, after I was done with the 6 hours of classes, I was really just going to go lay down and take a nap, meditate on what I had just absorbed, and rest a little bit. But then, of course, divine appointments happen, and we always keep our divine appointments. After our wonderful conversation, where we ended up talking much longer than I think either of us expected, I shot into a couple streams just to say hello, and I went ahead and laid down. And when I laid down, the questions that I addressed with this lady that I was speaking with and the things that were on my mind, I meditated on them. I narrowed them down, so to speak. I quieted my mind and narrowed down and asked questions. Well, when I went to sleep, and this is how you'll know when it's a message, or at least this is how I know. When an unusual thing happens, you're aware, you're lucid in your dream, and I had this cute little squirrel running around my bedroom, and I woke up and went back to sleep, and the cute little squirrel came back. It was running around my room under my bed, looking at me. It was completely harmless, and it just looked at me. It was so cute and so beautiful, but it was so out of place, and it had never happened like that before, where a squirrel, it was running around in my bedroom. So I wanted to share what the squirrel symbolism. It stands for energy, playfulness, balance, preparation, prudence, and resourcefulness. As a spirit animal, you are an efficient planner, organizer, or entertainer. If you see them in your dreams, it may either refer to your habit of hoarding or suggest you become more cautious about time and money, which I found very interesting because that was what our conversation circulated about. We discussed organization. We discussed my shortage of funds. We discussed the classes I was taking. And then we discussed this very gifted woman that we both have encountered in our lives. So when something like this happens, and you have something like this kind of anomaly show up for you, I'm going to put a link in the description box so you can look up what answers that this little critter gave me, or whatever animal appears to you, and what that could mean. This little guy, by showing up, answered all the questions that were on my mind. Everything is within us. We just need to learn to quiet our mind and be able to link up and allow it to flow and pay attention to what's going on in dream state. Because when something this out of the ordinary shows up, it is definitely a message. And I wanted to allow you the time to read what I'm showing as I am telling you about this. It's just the amazing synchronicities, the doubts, the questions, everything I had going on. Although the studies, it just seems like it's hand in glove. Uh, the classes, it's like all this time I've been being prepared for such a task as this, to be in service to others, to allow people to know the divinity that is within them, the gifts and abilities that are within them. So, oh my gosh, he just answered so many questions, even down to my financial concerns. And yeah, and I know that the person that I talked to, I won't mention their name, is going to completely get it when they see this, that this popped up, and it's probably going to blow their mind as it did mine. But always when we're dealing with the spiritual, whether in dream state, meditation, um, quieting our mind, prayer, uh, pay attention, because we are being answered. We are connected. And we are also one because we come from the one. We're unique. And there's no two of us alike. No two situations that go on in a lifetime are alike. Different lessons for different times. But there's always help. The guidance is there. We just have to realize how to notice it, perceive it, and look it up, so that way we can get the synchronicity and the affirmations to anything that is going on. All doubt has been removed, and I know that I am stepping into my right path, my calling to be in service to others. I will let you in on one of the questions or doubts that I, was concerned with, and that would be distance and doing things online. Well, part of this guy showing up showed me that we were actually having a shared energetic exchange, because the squirrel showing up actually answered some questions about the person I was talking to, which was absolutely amazing. So much confirmation. So it's amazing. So I figured I would shoot this one for you guys real quick. As I do when I have dreams, I like to record them. But this one seemed more like it's a message, not only to me, but to others that can glean from it. And squirrels are not something that I see on a daily basis. They're not even an animal that I think about. So for it being a squirrel in my bedroom, not trying to harm me, just trying to show himself, and it was being very playful, answered a lot of questions. So, yeah, always share what you know so we can listen and grow. And I'm enjoying the courses. This is going to be so beneficial to so many people. Looking forward to getting started. I have a few already lined up when I get my certification that are going to be done live. So, to, get some skin in the game, so to speak, a little bit of practice. And I will also be practicing on others in the course and myself. So, patrons, Or if you haven't signed on to Patreon, you may want to, because I will be talking to each one of you, doing the intake, and see if you're interested in having a session. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.